Welcome to Il Raglio Del Mulo, Sven. To start, please introduce Solemnity to our readers and describe the band in 3 words.
Ciao ragazzi, this is Sven from Solemnity. Solemnity started 28 years ago, and I've been a huge fan of bands that carry out more than just the music, but a visual concept, like Alice Cooper, Death SS from Italy, of course, Wasp, to name just a few. And I wanted to do something similar, so that was the reason why I all started. So 3 words to describe Solemnity: heavy, horror, metal.
After years of silence, Solemnity returned with a new album, Opus Barbaricum. What sparked the decision to bring the band back and start writing new material again?
I started writing songs again around 2000, mostly on acoustic guitar. My daughter wanted to learn guitar at that time, so I bought a children's guitar for her, and we rehearsed a lot together on the couch, and I was teaching her. More often back then, I trapped myself on the couch, using it to write down short ideas, and from ideas came songs, and suddenly I had some 50 plus pieces in 2 years. When I realized I now can use Pro Tools on my laptop instead of a big tower PC, I started working on demos in the evening while I was in hotel rooms away from home for work, so I had time and a lot to do. While having a complete recording studio always with me, the songs just whoop, they rocket-sized, and suddenly I understood that a new era has now begun, and the result you can hear now.
Your music has long been described as heavy horror metal, mixing classic heavy metal with horror imagery and dark storytelling. Where does your fascination with horror and dark fantasy come from, and how does it influence your songwriting?
The fascination for horror comes from the deep, dark side of all man's creation. It's just a matter of what scares you and what are your fears. Some people almost die if they see a spider. Others scream because of a pointless rat that passes their way. I think it's all about the individual psyche of people and learning more about the deep dark, and that's always been a kind of fascination for me. Hope you can understand.
The new album includes tracks like Nightmares from the Neighborhood, The Last Ghost Rider, and Meet Evil Steel. Is there a particular song on Opus Barbaricum that you feel best represents the spirit of the album?
It's always difficult to choose from your babies, but Meet Evil Steel was the initial song to start it all over again. It's not the usual horror we dealt with in the past. It's everyday's horror, and that surrounds us. In that special case, it was my vegan neighbor always trying to kill me when I put a nice steak on the flames, while her husband is suffering in purgatory because he's not allowed to eat meat. So I like that scary story, and I like the song.
Alongside the return of Solemnity, you are also releasing the Melancholis project with the album Tales from the Poisoned Apple. What inspired you to explore this darker and more intimate musical direction at the same time?
Especially in those lonely nights in the pandemic, a lot of dark stuff came up, and there raised awesome songs and melodies to my head, but I had the feeling this will never ever fit to the spirit of Solemnity. So I basically started to raise a second shelf, which was much darker, and Melancholis was born. It's more occult rock, doom metal, gothic rock, slower with dark and beautiful haunting melodies. I always loved bands like Coffin, The Mission, Fields of the Nephilim, or even Blue Oyster Cult. And I think you can hear all those vibes in between. So I think the decision was absolutely right with the parallel release, and I hope the people love it as much as I do. So thank you for your time, Giuseppe, and ciao a tutti in Italia.
If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss upcoming content, interviews, and new videos. Thanks for your support.